Devastating news, of course, for Dembele and for Valverde. Sampaoli, the Argentina manager, he'll of course be watching Leo Messi.
6 years on the books of Barca's cross-city rivals Espanyol before joining Eibar in Eibar, and of course coach Jose Luis Mendilibar changed players in the Barca half, just trying to stop the Blaugrana from playing out. A real warning sign from Eibar, and then Rich, who read the line well. And now the other end, Barca straight onto the attack with Deulofeu down the right, just waiting for support, trying to pick out Messi.
Knows that was a glorious opportunity to put Eibar up into the lead.
We'll have to see how many more chances Eibar do have, but at the moment they've got some defending to do as Barca start moving down the left, back at the feet of Lionel Messi. Out
time midfielder in the Eibar side.
Being alongside Sampaoli there, former Barca player Eider Gudjonsson, is just trying to move his way through, but Lionel Messi tackled just by, done a very admirable job since being converted there many seasons ago after joining the Blaugrana, just edging closer than the permitted 10 yards. Now Messi tries from a different angle, but chase the ball down as the pass goes from left to right. It's a glorious pass to find Lionel Messi up against Inwi and Junca. Still manages to create some space into the centre, and it's headed away by Paulo Oliveira, only as far as Busquets, and the up and under to Messi once more.
It's a foot wrong, Mascherano.
Just see Ernesto Valverde there standing on the edge of his technical area.
But I think Semedo's very intelligent, and I have to say, I think Alejandro Galvez is a little bit clumsy.
So Lionel Messi with a chance for his 6th league goal of the season, clips it up and beyond the dive of Dimitrovic, made it look so easy, and it's 1-0 to the home side.
Well, he barely needed a run up there, Leo Messi, barely needed a back lift either. Just flicked the ball into the top corner and there was no stopping it. It was so precise from the Argentine. A stunning finish. Sampaoli's probably right. And who's this Messi? I better call him up for the next Argentina game.
So 8 goals in all competitions.
What about that? He just clips it into the back of the net.
As Dimitrovic dived underneath it. Maybe he didn't dive forward on that occasion. Great feet shown by Denis Suarez. Now Lionel Messi running at the Eibar back line across the
by the Eibar defence.
Deulofeu lines it back up for Messi. Thinks about the shot, but in the end, Dimitrovic for Barca tonight. We see a replay of Messi's attempts to catch the keeper out. That man you just saw, of course, Luis Suarez, Ivan Rakitic, Jordi Alba, Alex Vidal, Sergio Roberto, and the returning Thomas Vermaelen all on the bench. Jordan with this corner on the penalty spot, caught the Eibar players slightly in front of the ball. And Messi has it. He looks annoyed with himself there. We'll see the replay of the penalty. The only goal scored, of course, coming in the 20th minute of the game. He won't be translating or lip reading what he said, but I can tell you he felt he should have done better. Now Lionel Messi just running at the Eibar defence again, and this time he's outnumbered. No free kick, says the referee, just lost his footing. But if you are, here's the replay again, was he caught at any point here? It looked like he almost tripped over his own.
I think he brings something different as well. Barca don't have too many physical midfielders. It's very, very difficult. Just too much on it in the end.
Another opportunity for Messi, palmed away this time by Dimitrovic. Who's Deulofeu supplying the Argentine. Once more from Barca, and a switch of sides across to Lionel Messi. He has 3 alongside him. Paulinho going around the outside into the centre, but just couldn't control. And then not necessarily a comfortable half, but they've taken their chances. The penalty just over. Paulinho 40 and 105, and of course they say they have
Tuesday night, so not the ideal time to be going to the camp now, especially with young kids. Not great kick-off time, really. It's Betis in the opening game, hasn't played a minute since then until tonight. Nelson Semedo, he's new.
Go. Barca just building through the middle. Lionel Messi dropping into a defensive midfield role there to Busquets, just winning it back into Paulinho, chests it down nonchalantly, lays it into the to bring that out of the air. Oh, what a dummy there by Paulinho, and he's got Messi down the right-hand side, making his way into the centre. Paulinho wanting it back, Messi going for goal. Stunning stop by the keeper, Denis Suarez! 3-0. Dimitric powerless to stop the second shot from Denis Suarez. Great play from Paulinho in the build-up. Good shot from Messi, good save. But it is Barca 3, Eibar 0.
Well, Paulinho and Denis Suarez came on against Getafe at the weekend, both scored. They then earned a place in Ernesto Valverde's starting 11 for this game, and they're both on the score sheet once again. Not only that, as you've mentioned, Lucas, Paulinho vital in the build-up to this goal. A really, really clever dummy, letting the ball go through to Leo Messi. It's the Argentine shot that's parried into the path of Denis Suarez, and, well, Suarez does the rest, picks up Barca's third goal and a second in 2 games for Denis Suarez. Very impressive stuff from both him and Paulinho. And it's been another...
It was a 2-0 victory to the Blaugrana back in 2015. It could get worse here. De La Feu, Messi the quickest to react, but a great piece of defending in the end. On the move. Eibar will be very grateful that he did. That really was a very good finish. Saw him arriving before the game. Messi back to Iniesta to Sergio Busquets, and it's slid in. It's Lionel Messi almost out of nothing, and having pulled the goal back, Eibar find themselves 3 behind once again, just 2 minutes after Sergio Mlic's goal, and that is textbook Messi.
Well, if Ernesto Valverde was a little bit worried enough to ask Rakitic and Sergio Roberto to start warming up when Eibar scored that goal, Leo Messi certainly wasn't. He knew that if he had a chance to score another one, he'd give Barcelona that 3-goal cushion once again. It's just so clever. How many players in world football are capable of seeing that gap? Absolutely remarkable. Then to be able to actually do it is also absolutely...
When you talk about football legends, I think Lionel... And here is Messi, full of running, and this time he's got Paulinho running through the centre, allows the ball, just slides it back. Messi just holding off the challenges, and he has got a hat-trick. Could have gone down probably once, if not twice, for a penalty there. Looked like he was being held back, but he knew the match ball was there for the taking, and Barca now running away with it.
Well, this is what we suggested that Eibar would be worried about, certainly Jose Luis Mendilibar, but there's no one that can stop this man. How do you stop Leo Messi from doing that? You can't. It's impossible. From one end to the other, it's a good save from Ter Stegen. Barca get the ball clear. It's really good from Paulinho, and I tell you what,
the whole look of what exactly do we have to do here to stop this?
Moving the ball around, creating more and more chances. There's been a real spark about them in this second half, which there wasn't in the first half. And you felt that...
Into traffic, and now Barca on the attack once again. There's a glorious ball from Messi. Dimitric again.
Always wants a goal, Gerard Piqué, always.
He's a frustrated striker. Messi on the right flank now. De La Feu looking to pull it back. Not exactly to feel marauding forward as they did just a few moments ago with Semedo's run. So many players in Blaugrana shirts running to the area. Mentioned Piqué up again, this time take that early. Paulinho now back in his own half alongside Lionel Messi. You can see where the Barca players start from. Building up. By the time the ball gets into the last third, they're all up there. Lionel Messi out wide, 4 Eibar defenders back in the areas. Lionel Messi looks to take them all on, but I've got to say, credit to Valverde. He's giving Alex Vidal, it does appear, if he comes on in the same position as De La Feu, a chance to prove himself in his preferred position. Played it.
Luis Enrique.
Here's the goal, or the shot rather, from Lionel Messi. saved by Dimitrovic, and Lionel and Denis Suarez, I'll get them right in a minute. Denis Suarez, a really great finish from Sergi Emrich. And this is the goal from Lionel Messi, the pinpoint accurate finish. The touch there, the swerve of the hips before the one we've just had, including Douglas, who was allowed to.
That's 28 in La Liga now. Stunning.
It really is.
They're very well.
He's going to go for goal or provide one of the 4 Barca players with the chance. No, he's going to go for goal, but.
Well, he turned his back on it immediately, didn't he, Leo Messi? He didn't even want to see it. He knew it was. We're not used to seeing that kind of thing from Leo Messi. He didn't. Second.
No, he really got underneath it, didn't he? Almost like a pitching wedge, just lifted it up and over everybody into the proverbial row Z.
Interesting to see.
Scored twice away against Alaves, the only 2 goals in a 2-0 win up in Mendizorroza. Of course, Alaves now parting company with their coach. Their way out here. Mascherano spreads it all the way across. And Lionel Messi just standing out there on his own on the right wing. And the ball inside, looking for the run of Alex Vidal. Flick back for Messi to let that touch his arms as he was on the ground. Paulinho looking to make the run. Messi goes round one, round the other out wide to Vidal. It is 4 for Messi. 6 for Football Club Barcelona. And what a wonderfully crafted goal. Another wonderfully crafted goal. And this time, Alex Vidal. We talked about players on the bench who had a point to prove. He could have gone for goal himself there, Alex Vidal, but what a wonderful return. And Messi with the simplest, well, I say simple from up here, but he made it look simple across the keeper into the far corner. 4 for Messi, 6 for Barcelona.
Well, he had to adjust his body, Leo Messi, and he does that very well, but you're absolutely right. Alex Vidal does brilliantly. He could so easily have sent this ball across the 6-yard box, but he cut it back for Leo Messi, and as you see, Messi just opens his body and side foots it into the far corner. It's quick thinking from Leo Messi. And
Semedo put the foot in, and now Eibar will have to be careful. They've just, I mentioned, going forward, and suddenly have to turn and come back. Denis Suarez, I must admit, was so busy watching Barca move forward, lost track of the time, but a goals for Lionel Messi. A wonder show from him, and a very, very convincing performance all round. Messi will take all the headlines for.
In the second half, Deulofeu looked good at times too. Alex Vidal came on and provided that assist for Leo Messi, and of course, the number 10, well, put in another. Absolutely, he is in that role, and how dangerous he is right through the middle.